This is Jared Horak for the RunawayHorse.com. In this week's handicapping video, we're going to look at a couple stakes races on Jim Dandy Day at Saratoga Racecourse. Now last week for today's Racing Digest, we did Haskell Day. We did 6 stakes races. I had 3 top choice winners and a second place finish in the Haskell. So I had a good week last week with those 3 winners. Let's see if we can give out some more winners at Saratoga this week for Saturday, July 27th, 2019. We're going to start with the 9th race from Saratoga, the Grade 1 Alfred G. Vanderbilt. We're going to be traveling 6 furlongs on the main track, and your even money favorite in here is number 1, Mitole. He's won 7 in a row. He deserves to be the favorite in here. And then the Met Mile last time, that was the longest he had run, one turn around at 1 mile, and he ran a big race. He was in the hunt throughout. He turned away the speed horses, and he was able to kick clear, and then he was able to hold on by 3/4 of a length. Mackenzie was coming late. Mackenzie was probably best in that race. He had traffic trouble, but Mitole was game, good effort. He's got strong speed figures. He runs his race every time. It's just a question of, from that inside post, will he face pace pressure, and did that Met Mile take something out of him, because that was a grueling effort that day. Number 2, Strike Power is probably going to show some good speed. He likes to get out there and show speed. Number 3, Imperial Hint, capable of showing speed. So if the inside horses hook up in here, could be interesting. Now Strike Power is one that he loves Gulfstream Park. He's got a lot of speed. He's a 4-year-old now, but I don't think he's going to be able to outfinish Mitole. And then Imperial Hint used to be good enough to win a race like this. He actually won this race last year. But lately he just hasn't been quite the same. He's been hitting the board, but he hasn't been winning. So maybe he's lost a step. He just doesn't seem as sharp. Number 7, Do Share, probably one you can use underneath. He likes his 6 furlong distance. This is his distance. He doesn't have any speed. He can sit back. He can make a late run. If you're playing trifectas, you can consider number 7, Do Share at 12-1 underneath. I'm going to go with the 4, Firenze Fire. He's 9-2 morning line, and he really did lose the Met Mile at the post draw. He drew an outer post. It ended up being that on Belmont Stakes Day for the Met Mile, inside lanes just dominated. If you broke from an inner post and you had good speed, you were golden that day. Firenze Fire was stalking outside. He really had no chance that day. Didn't run a poor race at all. Mitole was just better that day. But now I think a fair racetrack, if he can get some pace help in here, he'll stalk the pace and he can win it. He's 3 for 4 at this distance. He's won at Saratoga before, and he's going to offer value. So number 4, Firenze Fire, the top choice in the Vanderbilt. Let's go to Saratoga race 10, the Grade 2 Bowling Green. They're going to be traveling 11 furlongs on the inner turf course. And the key to this race, I think, is there's just not a lot of speed. There's a lot of horses that are capable of winning this race, but if the race unfolds slow early, fast late, the late runners could be in big trouble. Number 3, Ya Primo is interesting. 8-1 morning line for Chad Brown, coming in from Chile. I won 3 starts in that country last year. Chad Brown has been good with these overseas runners. Sometimes he'll bring them from Argentina, Chile, from Europe, and he turns them around and they run well. This one has a couple bullet workouts. Wouldn't be surprised if he ran well. Number 1, Arklow, could sit a good trip. He's one that likes to run from off the pace, but when the pace is slow, he's capable of showing positional speed. From that inside post, he's going to save all the ground, and if he can be close enough under Florent Giroux, he could win this race. The 10, Channel Cat, is interesting at 12-1. He was an okay 3rd in the United Nations last time out, a Grade 1 at Monmouth. I'm not sure he's quite up to this caliber of horse, but he's one that he can be up on the pace, and if he's up on a slow pace, he could hang in there a long time. But I think number 5, Channel Maker, is the one to beat. He's 7-2 morning line. He's your tepid favorite. I think he probably deserves to be the favorite, and the way that this race shapes up, he could be tough to beat. He is inconsistent, but easily can win this on his best day. Now, last year he was 8th in the Manhattan, and then he came back and he won this race. This year he's won the Grade 1 Man o' War at Belmont at this distance. That was on May 11th. And then he was 4th in the Manhattan last time. Probably a bit too short for him. Not a bad effort. But this race, he's either going to get out there and control the pace, or he's going to be close to slow fractions. He can handle soft, yielding, firm. It doesn't matter. And he's won at Saratoga before. I mentioned he won this race. So he's more than capable of winning this. If he runs his best race, he's probably going to win it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make some comments in the comment section. Who do you like on some of these Jim Dandy Stakes races at Saratoga? And also, if you're interested in my Jim Dandy analysis, check out my Jim Dandy video for today's RacingDigest.com. give out my wagering strategies for that race, talk about all 6 horses that are running in that one. My full card analysis can be found each day at therunawayhorse.com for Del Mar, and that will wrap up this week's video. I'll be back next week with another stakes race from around the country.